We are here, my friends. And where is that? That is the Pulp Fiction world of the 1930s. With Flying Frog Productions, Fortune and Glory. A pulp adventure board game for ages 1 to 8. For 1 to 8, not 8, for 1 to 8 players ages 12 and up. I mean, I'm sure you could have a 1-year-old play this as long as you don't give them any of the components that might swallow. They just walk around the board and crawl and drool on it maybe, and that's it. But that's not what we're here for. I have a confession to make, my friends. I have not played this game in at least 3 years. And even then, me and the 20-sided Warriors only played this about 4 times. I think I played it one time, a faux playthrough, so to speak, to learn the game. So here we go. We're gonna jump in on this, but I have the rules handy. It's not really all that complicated. A lot of the Flying Frog games have enough similarities in their mechanics that if you know one, the others are easy to pick up on. So I am doing a 1-player variant. Now, this game doesn't advertise a lot about the 1-player. There's not a lot of talk about it, but yeah, it does have a 1-player variant. That's what I'm going to be trying with the Mad Russian, Dr. Zhukov, Master of Science. So yeah, a lot of the games, like I said, are very similar to each other. Like target number that the task has assigned to me. Now this is called the Cliffhanger game, and it plays out better as a cliffhanger game when you have multiple players, because it's literally wait until you get back around to your turn. But it utilizes this very cool double. If you fail it, then it turns and it flips over to the cliffhanger, and you have to wait till your next turn to try to survive it. So these cards will be drawn from the bottom, so I don't know what's coming up. Just a quick little shuffle here. Well, actually, like I usually do, I'm going to shuffle for the first time I draw from a deck, so you all see it done on camera. So besides 1-player variant, I'm also playing a sort of home rule little variant, and it's another way to quicken the game up a little bit. So that is, there are three artifacts in play at the beginning of the game, and there will only be these 3 items in play. And depending on who gets 2 out of 3 of them can determine the winner. Unless, of course, the mafia, my chosen vile organization for this game, unless they get to 21st on their track, or that's the normal rule for the game, or if I get 15 fortune, I just have this out to remind me, because you guys know I forget things and I get carried away and I start talking and I lose track. So if I get 15 first, they get 21st, or the first to grab 2 out of 3 of these artifacts, which are the Book of Lost Souls. And that is over here in the Caribbean. The Shadow of the Crimson Hand. And that's up here in the British Isles. And then the Eyes of Medusa. And appropriately enough, they are in Greece. So Dr. Zhukov begins the game over in Macau. All the characters have their own starting location. So the solo game, this is like the first time I've played a solo game of this. The solo game plays a little bit differently when it gets to the villain phase. They're going to have a lot more things to do. They're going to be a little bit more active. So with me, get through this. It's going to be fun. It always is. And like I said, it'll be a little bit of a shortened run since I'm just using a mixed 3 artifacts, relics to go and find. So otherwise, I guess we're ready to start up now. And this game is broken down into phases. Now, because we're playing a 1-player solo game, the initiative phase doesn't exist. We're not worrying about the initiative phase, except for the last thing that you do, which is ready all activated cards. Now, since this is the beginning of the game, we're just starting off very first round. There are no cards to begin with, much less any that have been used and activated and need to be reset up. So that means starting off, we're going to be able to move right to the move phase. Now, this is also where something else to roll and move. You're going to roll the die, and that's up to the maximum movement you can do. If you roll a 1, you're going to get to draw an event card. So in the solo variant, I'm going to be rolling 2 dice, but no, I don't get to add them. I just get to choose which of the ones I want. If it comes up double, then I will get an event card. If I just choose to move 1 and not roll, I will also get an event card. Now, let me just double check and make sure what I told you is true. Yes, 2 dice for movement, choose 1. The hero may draw a free event card if any doubles are rolled. If they choose to roll a 1, okay, yeah. Any doubles that are rolled, it's going to come up an event card. If it's double 1s, it's going to be 2 event cards, or I can choose a 1 movement. So, starting over here, you can't even see that well enough, can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. Starting right over here. And a backstory? You want a backstory? Okay, so 1930s, Dr. Zhukov in his lab in Moscow has discovered that 3 artifacts of mythology are real, do exist. And he realizes that these ancient artifacts that are called magic must really be science that is misunderstood by the ancients. But he is not the only one who discovers this. A scientist in America discovers this at about the same time. Was there espionage involved? Who knows? That's your call. But this American scientist, his discovery, because of owing money to the mob, was discovered by the American mafia. And they too are in a race for these mystical abilities that will be granted by the use of these artifacts. Who will get the most of them first? All right, that sounded good. All right, so let's start this off, my friends. I got 3 and a 4, so I'll obviously taking that 4 option for movement. Now, there are some places, mostly in the water, you'll notice is numbers. That's because it costs more, but I'm not sure if I need to worry about that right now. This adventure I did call Dr. Zhukov, the Eyes of Medusa. So why don't we go right to Greece? I have more than enough movement to get there. Going 1, going 2 to get over here. The first player to interact with the spot. I'll get to draw, and there's no city. There's no city over here. So instead, oh yes, I would be able to draw a city card. There's some really cool encounters, some very interesting chase scenes that get to happen with them, and that's all very cool. And there's no event card, no enemy. So, oh yeah, is that the action card then? Is that the action card? Each player interacts with the space, city, or adventure that they are in. I'm in the space of Greece. There's no major city marker there. So I'm going to roll the die on a 4, 5, or 6. Then I will draw an event card. If I roll a 1, I will get attacked in an enemy card. Nothing happens on a 2 or 3. And this die's been lucky for until now. Oh, sorry, no, 2 or 3 is nothing. So, no, nothing. I thought I just said it and I already misheard myself. I thought it was a 1 or 2 on attack. So, nothing is going to be happening there. Now we get to the villain phase, which I said is played out differently in the solo game during their turn. And the other one that comes with the, pardon me, as I sit down, when it comes to the base game are Nazis. Now, there are some villains in the deck called the Crimson Hand. And there's actually a mini expansion that has them in it. It's actually an organization that runs through many of their games, including their Wild West game, Shadows of Brimstone, which is very cool, and their Touch of Evil game. Okay. Let's see. So now the Vile organization has... This is for their Vile Tactics. Mob Henchmen. They're going to be coming out onto the field. Oh, the Villain Adventures. So draw Villain Event Card. There we go. Draw Villain Event Card. Never second guess myself. That never works. All right. So now... Oh, I didn't shuffle this. Sorry. That's what we do, right? So everything knows everything's on the up and up. We're going to give this a shuffle. Now, in another variant... that happens in the solo games that there's only two master villains instead of the three. These cards are very slick, as you can see. Instead of the three, there's two of them. I did set one aside, Franco Fedecci. So we will not be seeing Franco in this. That's good enough, isn't it? Sure. All right, let's get this out. Villain Tactics. Roll once on the villain organization tactic chart and move the villain track one step forward. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so it's going to be a six-sided die. We got two new hideout. Place a new mob hideout in a random city. Limit one per city. There's already a hideout. That's redraw. I thought there was only one hideout marker. I guess I used this. Okay. So in another city. So they're going to put a marker here in Venice. There we go. That was the Vile Tactics. They know that there's two over here in Europe. So they want to get their organization that much closer. Okay, otherwise, that is what you use. All right, so this one is done. And got the new outpost. And then the Villain Adventure step. That's what I was forgetting. Villain Adventure step. One of the main differences between the game is the villains take much more active role. During the phase, the villain will actually be developed on the board. Okay, so they're trying to hunt this down just as I thought in the setup to the story of how this all happens. The first villain in the room is deployed on the board. Second is placed on the villain card. I see. I'll keep this over here. One villain is deployed. All right, I'll put him on. I'll put her out. I'll double check what I believe in any of the headquarters. The game, the first active row deployed. The second plays the villain card ready to position. Yeah, okay. Actually, it looks like I could have deployed her anywhere. But for thematics, we'll deploy her directly from Venice. And who is her, you ask? Why, that is the one and only seductive singer, Vanessa Love. The one, the only, no one else like her, Vanessa Love, who's really working for the mob. Ha ha. I'll put her so I can see that. I'll keep Eddie over here. He's on the card, and he is ready to go. Delayed, KO'd, searching for the artifacts. Let's see. Oh, so they're gonna get a chance to move. Yeah. During the villain adventure stage, step every turn. Every turn is allowed to act, starting with the villain card on the left row. Villain takes one action based on its current status. Is ready, which she is. Villain that is currently ready will be deployed on the board at the artifact with the highest fortune value, with no other villain there. Okay. And so the highest fortune value, we have 3, 3, and 4 of Lost Souls. Oh, she's getting down here. Okay. And then they're going to get to search for the artifact during their action. For every roll of 4, 5, or 6, they get a danger marker. So the danger markers is how you know you are succeeding in the tests and tasks. And this has a 4 value. There's a 4 value, so we're just gonna. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm putting 4 down over here. I don't remember this. This is not the way the book tells you to do it. I believe, but this is the way I'm doing it. 2, 3, 4 for each success. I'll then take it and flip it over to this side. I'll actually just discard it because they're getting it automatically. If it was for me, I would discard and put it on this side for me. Okay, so 4, 5, or 6. Ha! Nothing for Vanessa. Okay, I believe that closes out the villain phase. So then the end phase is replenish artifacts. We're just playing with these permanent ones, particular version of the game. So that's going to bring us back to the move phase. Remember, in a one-player game initiative phase, the final act of the initiative phase, readying all activated cards, will happen at the beginning of the move phase right now. But again, there's nothing activated. Nothing activated. So we will. No movement is needed because I am here. And I now get to test the adventure. And the adventure phase, I can interact with it. Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. So Dr. Zhukov has made his way to Russia, from Russia to Greece. The Eyes of Medusa. And this has 3 value. Has a 3 value on it. Now, unlike the vile organization that just makes a simple roll, I actually have to overcome things during the first tests. Because this, for the artifact and adventure cards, these are dangers that I'm gonna have to pass. If I do, I'm also going to get 3 fortune. I only need 15. I need 3 fortune for that. So we will be drawing from the awesome pool danger deck, the cliffhanger deck. And remember, we're going to be, we already shuffled this in front of you. We're going to be drawing from the bottom. Since these are double-sided cards, we want to keep it a mystery. That's 2, yep, okay. So the first task I have to overcome are the Stone Guardians. Wow, I'm so glad I shuffled that deck in front of you. How appropriate, trying to get the Eyes of Medusa. Okay, so let me get a look at this card. Gain 3 glory. That's cool. Lore. I had 5 or better on lore. Requires an extra success while at the desert. So I won't need an extra success. I'm just going to need 6. And unfortunately, my lore is 2. Now, let's see. I'm an academic. Academic. Only hits in a fight on a roll of 5 or 6. Scientist add +2 to adventure dice during any tech or puzzle test. Escape plan may always use cunning when testing to escape a fight or collapsing temple. None of that helps me. This is going to be tough. I'm going to have to do a cliffhanger here, I think. My chances of both these dice coming up a 5 or a 6 are slim, to say the least. But let's see what Lady Luck has to offer me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, my friends. Well, we haven't been speaking in a while. I think you all know that from watching these games. So I did not get 2 successes. I failed that, which means my turn is automatically over. And I'm going to be forced to deal with living statues. Dun, dun, dun. As Dr. Zhukov climbs through the mountains of Greece and into the cave where the eyes of the Medusa's legend play, the stone guardians guard his path. While navigating his way through them, he accidentally stumbles upon the activation stone, bringing them to life. Well, this is a pretty good story so far. So is that a cult fight? So win me a glory of 8. Stone guardians have come to life, and they seem angry. So they have 3 fight dice, and they have 5 wounds in the defense of 1. If I wish to escape them, I need to make a lore 5 or better. 3 successes. Yeah, it's not going to be happening, I don't think. Oh. All right, so draw villain event. Did I shuffle this before? Yes, I did, right? I hope so. Yeah, I did. Hunter. Villain event upgrade. This card plays a random villain in play. Right now, we only have the 1 villain in play. And this has upped her search by 1. So Vanessa now has a 1. I see very little movement is going to be happening down here on the board. So I'm gonna leave her right there. This right over here. And now the outpost on the villain adventure. What did I do that last time? Just did it. I just went through that round too. Villain adventure. Villain adventure. Let's see. That's the major city. The hideouts. Villain boss attacking attacking hideouts. That's outpost type. That's the tactics. It didn't come up vile tactics. And there's like 5 or 6 of the vile tactics in there, so it comes up a lot. Okay, so he is coming out. And he, since these are both equal, doesn't matter which one. So for thematic purposes, we're going to say that Icebox Eddie has made his way to Greece to try to get the eyes of Medusa. So we became deployed. However, she's still ready. She's there, so she's going to get to interact again with the quest. So again, she needs a 4, 5, or 6. Oh, damn it. So that's the Book of the Lost Souls. So that's one less there. We don't need to collect that for her like I would for me. And now we're back to me again. Nothing to activate for the initiative, for the non-existent initiative turn. Don't need to move. Don't need to move. So I'm still dealing with. I now deal with this cliffhanger. 3. I have a defense of what? I have a defense of 1, and a wound of 6. I had that right over here. And Dr. Zhukov, again, this is going to suck for him because he's an academic. So he needs a 5 or a 6. He doesn't get that 4. He needs a 5 or a 6. And his combat is only a 4. These 4 dice. Let's get 3 dice going over here. And as they say, let's get ready to rumble. Damn it. Use cunning when trying to escape a fight. So we can use cunning. Then here's a cunning of 5. I still need 3. Oh, it still need 3. He's going to try that. You know what? He's going to try the escape. He's going to get 5 dice. What did I think he could escape? So let me double check, but I believe that now means that the living statues are going to get their 3 dice attack. Combat skill checks. Oh, I could have exerted myself. Take wounds to roll extra adventure dice. If I take 2 wounds, they're going to give me 5. So if I take 2 wounds, I get. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can, so I'm not going to bother retconning that. Oh, wait. Is this what I had? I think this is what I had. I forgot something. This is why I'm glad I'm looking at the stuff. Success, right? As long as you roll at least 1 success, you may roll your adventure dice. You don't have to give 1 up. No. I just have to keep getting successes. And there I go. There we go. Got 3 successes that I needed for escape using my cunning. Because Dr. Zhukov is very smart. Nice. Okay. So he escaped the living statues. You're going to get 8 glory for that. Glory is the same coins, the same things that the gold is. The blue, almost icy blue. I now have 5. That's 6, 7, and there we go. Somewhere 8. Okay. That means that the Zhukov gets one of these. Whoops, wrong side. There we go. All right, shuffled this. So let's take a look. infiltrate secret Nazi base. Oh, the Nazis have a. That's a Nazi card. It shouldn't be in there. I'm not using the Nazi enemies. I thought I had them all out. Sorry. This is it. A secret ritual. Danger. Occult. Sneak. Glory of 2. Agility. I need 4 or better, but I need 4 successes. Or fight. You must fight Order of the Crimson Hand. Oh, the Order of the Crimson Hand is here. So they want this too. Okay. So you stumble into a clandestine ritual of the dark arts. Sneak by undetected. Break up the party to get to the bottom of what's going on. Makes me wish Dr. Zhukov had a high-tech science object of power. Probably something powered by transmitters. So 5 isn't very good because I need a 5 or a 6. And then I do have a combat of 4. He knows how to throw a punch. It just doesn't know how to put weight behind it. So agility sucks for him. It is only a 2. Wow, this is going to be another cliffhanger ending. And then Icebox Eddie's going to be getting involved in this. Oh. No. Could exert myself for extra dice. I just need a 4 or better. So if, let me see. If I take, it's okay. Let's think about this. So I can exert myself for like what? 2 wounds, let's say. 2 wounds, and that'll get me 4 agility dice. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to push myself to work because that's half of my health right there. Now get me a 5th die. Get me a 5th die, and why do I sort of remember being able to spend fortune? I know you use it to buy stuff. It's a resource for buying some stuff, but I'm not going to take up too much time. And trying to figure that out. That's not the fun part. Okay, you're going to be my way to. Okay, got 2 successes. We need 2 more. Got 1 more to go. 4, 5, or 6. Come on, please. Yeah. Okay. So I pass that, get 2 glory. Which gets me up to another 5, actually. So I might as well just take these little blue ice chips back. That's what they kind of look to me like. Little blue chips. Okay, so I get another one of these, and now I continue to push my luck with half my health. What was the cliffhanger on this then? Intruders. So I was able to push some giant boulders down on them without them seeing. With the next one is I didn't kill all of them. So I jump out the cave, get in my car, and they chase me as I'm following the map I stole from them to get me to the eyes of Medusa. This is agility. I only have 2 dice. I need 5 or better. I'm not going to be able to do this. Outmaneuver and outrun the speeding car. Why isn't this guy getting like cunning things? I can push myself for 1 more. That would be 3. 2 more would leave me with 1 health. And I would get it. God damn it. Oh, Dr. Zhukov is going to kill himself. Another 2 dice. So that's 4 dice. He needs 2 successes, 5 or better. Oh! This time he exerted himself for nothing, my friends. Oh, the chase continues, and then as he makes a turn to try to get away, over a cliff he goes. Oh, man. Agility or combat. Agility, I need 1 success of 6 or higher. And my combat, I need 1 success of 5 or higher. So that's what I'm going to have to deal with after the villains go. Oh, God. Icebox has 1 success he needs to get. He's going to steal this out from under me, isn't he? Well, she goes first. She's going to, out of the 2 of them, she's going to go first. But first, before any of that happens, I have to draw another fun event. Any hero in the mountains or in the ice space immediately takes D6 hits. No one is in an ice. Mountains over here for me, and I'm the only hero. So if there had been one of us, or me, I'm the only us here, they had been up north somewhere or down south, that would have ended the game for me. Well, that actually doesn't end the game. When you lose all your health, you wake up back in your home city. Once you play a version of the game. No Bob members have come out yet. Let's see what Icebox Eddie can do. He has a search of 3. He needs a 4, 5, or 6. And of course, the bastard got the eyes of Medusa from me. Let's see. I believe they get that in their points over here. When they, instead of the fortune, they get that here. So that's another 3. So it puts them up to 5. Yeah, actually we're at 2. Gotcha. I should have not exerted myself. Let him try to get one, because maybe he wouldn't get both of them, and I'd have a lot more health and not have gone over a cliff. So her here, she 4. Oh no, does she? Yeah, she needs 4, 5, or 6. So she's taking care of one here for the Book of Lost Souls. He got his. Nothing to replenish, refresh. No movement. So now for this cliffhanger. Dun dun dun. Dr. Zhukov going over the cliff in his Studebaker. I don't know what kind of car that is. The door is jammed. Open the door. Oh, that's what I was saying. So he's going to try to force open that door. Combat-wise, he has 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. All he needs is one of them to be 5 or higher. Yep. 2. So he's going to get 2 for that. Glory, glory, glory. Oh, that's a 5. Here we go. Yeah. Almost lost track there for a moment. Okay. Oh, did I take that? Yeah. So they got that. You have to roll 2 dice. Choose the one I want. I can take 1 in an event. I can't afford to do that. Get this out of the way for now. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, dun. We'll be able to interact with the space there. So let's check what there's for the shadow, there is 4. There's 4 over here for the shadow of the crimson hand. See if I can get that before the mob. I think she's going to get that. I don't know if I'll be able to get that fast enough, even if I do get this. Okay, so this is camera quake time. The camera is so scared. Oh, just at the top card right there. So there are a few doubles in here. An ancient trap. Danger. Ancient and trap. Glory 2. So what this says... The walls here are lined with grotesque stone faces. As you proceed down the hall, you must draw on your knowledge of the ancient culture to determine which are traps to avoid and where it's safe to move. Luring, never cunning. 2 dice, 3 successes, 4 or higher. This is not tech or puzzle. Dr. Zhukov is drawing the wrong danger cards here. Okay, well, I don't have a choice. I gotta go with my 2 dice in lore. Can't afford to exert myself anymore until I can get to a city and spend time to heal, but I don't got time for that. Oh, look at that. 1 success. Oh, but he can't. I didn't even think of the fact that he just literally cannot get it. He only has 2 dice, these 3 successes. So it is a failure. Room filling with sand. Cliffhanger trap blocked. The doors are near the ceiling. Find some way to shut off the mechanism before you are buried alive. Whew. Or cunning. Oh, cunning. All right. So I'll have that to look forward to in this cliffhanger. So I got 5 in cunning. I got that. I'm not worried. But I am worried because these schmucks get to go now. So she gets 1, 2, 4 dice for her 6. She 4, 5, or 6. She got another one for the Book of Lost Souls. Now, any of the icebox. Oh, Heroes in Her Space. That hasn't happened yet. But Heroes in Her Space need 1 extra success on tests. Oh, and I forgot. She has an extra search die. I forgot about that. Nope. I forgot about that last time, too. Nope. All right. That would have been the automatic win right there. Oh. Now his movement. Oh, draw villain event. I didn't do that. Sorry. If I can get the top one off. Usually these things are sliding all around. There we go. Dark power. Of course it's dark powers. Why? Why would it not be dark powers? Okay. Villain event. Power. This card plays on the table. While the villains have at least 1 artifact that is... no, it is... No, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Does have that symbol right there, so I'm probably screwed. That's myth. Well, the villains have at least 1 artifact that is myth. Any hero in the same space as a villain rolls 1 less adventure die on tests that they remain in. Because the game hates me. Maybe I'll remember it if I leave it there. Okay, so Icebox Eddie. Of course, that's his name as a hitman. Why would it not be? He's going to get to move. Does he just go? No, wait a second. Let me double check that. Does he just go right there? That's what I just did before, because that's what I just read. Now I want to double check it, because I'm upset if that's the truth. Take the figure of the second act of villain row, place it in the ready. I did that. So then ready hero, ready villain. Back where I was at to begin with, because I'm a schmuck. Is going to tell me that it is time for... Oh, I moved 2 tracks when he got the artifact. Sorry. So now Eddie does not just appear over there, does he? Yeah, he has to move. Evil, sneak, but he's not sneaking. No, in this particular game. Oh, wait, the list I'm looking for is over here, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, that's the one thing I did forget. Oh, I have no allies play, so that's good. They really screw with your allies. So he's going to get to move, since I don't know, say more time. 1, 2, 3, and he's here as well. Well, the room is filling up with sand. There he is, because he, my friends, is a schmuck. Is he a successful schmuck? Let's find out. Icebox Eddie has 3 for the book of the Shadow of the Crimson Hand. Man, I did not do another villain event, did I? So let me just do Vanessa. No, she has 1 left, so let me do the villain event first. It might make a difference. Vile Tactics again. Vile Tactics. So we can have the Vile Tactic board. We're going to roll 1 die. 3. That's a new hideout. Like they need a new hideout. So they're going to get one. Let's say they get a new one in Barcelona. Because it really hardly matters at this point. Just expanding out from Italy now is my reasoning. And now Vanessa gets to go with her super duper search dice of 5. But it might. Because that means, and unlike what Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 actually is bad. They have won the game. But I'm going to go for another few minutes, and I'm going to see if Dr. Zhukov can at least get the Shadow of the Crimson Hand before Eddie the Icebox does. Nothing to replenish, no movement to make. So jumping right into the cliffhanger, cutting at 5. Need 2 successes. Got it. Bing, bang, and boom, quite literally. There, so let's see. The glory of 3. Now, if I only need 15 glory to win, I still would have lost. Because this has happened right after they won. But I'm fun to see what happens. So I got that taken care of. And if I can do one more, at least I'll feel somewhat accomplished for Dr. Zhukov. It makes a better team player. Oh, these are never good. Hidden trap. Danger. Trap. So it'll be worth glory of 3. The pressure put on the floor and find a way across the densely packed pattern of stones to avoid springing the trap. Oh, this is awesome. I get to use cunning again. Or lore, but lore sucks for me. So I'll go with my 3, my 4, and my 5. I'll get rid of these dice here. Only one success, and I did not get that. Oh my god. I failed again. Pit of fire. Oh, so I'm saying the fire. Dr. Zhukov is the most unlucky science, not master of science. He's screwed by science. And the next event then would be Dark Destiny. Dark Destiny. Villain event power. This card plays on the table. It remains in while the villains have at least one fate, which they now do, or they have, yeah, then fate. All villains gain +1 search. Vanessa. I think he was supposed to go back to the board and then wait to be deployed again. Damn it. Well, he'd be getting there now anyway, and I'm still dealing with this fire. So since we're having fun, let's say that's the way it played out. So we only just got here now on this move turn. It's agility plus lore. Roll 2d6. If the roll is less than or equal to your combination of skills, the test is passed. So my agility is 2, my lore is 2, so that's 4. That's 4. So I need a 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it is equal to, is less than or equal to. Less than or equal to. It is more than. So he takes additional D3 hits and roll again. And then roll again. He's going to take another D3 hits. Poor Dr. Zhukov. Just lying in the pit of fire, wallowing, reaching into his trench coat, trying to pull out one scientific device or another, and they keep blowing up in his face because of the heat. He's pulling the wrong ones out. He doesn't have what he needs. My friends, the unluckiest man in science, Dr. Zhukov, failed his quest. And then Icebox Eddie, 3 search, plus 1 for this, 4 search, and just to end it properly, Icebox Eddie has the Shadow of the Crimson Hand. The Mafia, the mob has acquired all 3 of these items of power and end up ripping a hole in the universe, bringing great ancient timeless evils into our world, destroying it for all time. Thanks, Dr. Zhukov. All right, some mistakes and a little bit weird home little brew version of this with the permanent 3 items, race for them. Didn't work out for me until now, did it? I can definitely see that now. If we didn't play that variant and we were continuing by replacing the artifacts and the adventures surrounding them, I would have had a much better chance to get up to 15 fortune, maybe before they reach their 20 mark here. So that didn't play out as well as I thought it would. But now I know that that variant's not going to work with 1 player. It might work with 2. I would be willing to try this again with 2 players. 3, I think, would be way too fast, way too easy, I think. And then again, Dr. Zhukov couldn't get 1 in all these turns. 1 player, 1 artifact. Doesn't mean they're going to get them either. Anyway, I think this was an interesting try, an interesting attempt to try something new on on a great game. And look at that, just under an hour. Not bad. All right, my friends, so please, if you haven't played this game, this is a fun game. I hope that came through. The storytelling aspect of this, feeling like an Indiana Jones game, completely, in my opinion, totally does grab that Pulp Fiction cliffhanger style adventure that they're going for. So, from Flying Frog Productions, Fortune and Glory, the cliffhanger series, my friends, for Pixie playthrough today, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.